Hello everyone, today is Thursday, February 21st. It's 4:08 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's about 8 minutes after the regular session closed. You can see my computer clock on my right and the time in sales on my left. The E-mini S&P currently trading at 27.75. Okay, pretty interesting day today. First up is the Nasdaq on a 5-minute chart, and this is using our moving average filter. We have this set to 1 here, and we are using the adaptive moving average here. And you can see that on the chart, and this was quite a trade. This trade was good for 300 ticks, as you can see right here. So anyway, this did 24.85. The goal on this is 2,500, so obviously hit its goal, had a couple of ticks slippage, and the trade placement on this is about as good as it gets. It's quite near the top of this range or move here, and then exiting near the low of the day. So in yesterday's video, I spoke about using the BWT volume profile indicator, and yesterday's closing value area high and low, the value area being where 70% of the volume traded, opened here. So this is yesterday's value area high right here, and this is the point of control from yesterday. You can see all the volume at this level, and then the value area low was here. And on yesterday's video, when it's forming, in other words, the value area high and low for today are solid lines, and the dotted lines are from the day before. So today you can see that the solid lines, the value area high and low, and I mentioned in the video that on the first bar of the session, this would be the dotted line. So this 27.86 and then 27.80 is the value area low, the 27.86 and a quarter is the value area high. And you can see that right here. The value area high was 27.8650, and then the value area low was 27.8050 and the point of control here. The reason I'm showing this today is I wanted you to see how this today, as this unfolded, how it acted as support and resistance. And notice our point of control in real time was dropping through the day, and of course we had a down market in spite of this rally here. Most of the volume was down at this 27.72 to 74 price area. You can see all the volume in here. So you can see that most of the volume from today took place in this 27.74 to 72 area, this 72 area being today's point of control. This is the solid green line is today's point of control, today's value area low, and today's value area high. And if you were trading the Autotrader and you started in the morning and you took the next signal, say from this level, you say might have started trading at 10 or 11. If you traded towards the open here, you might have caught this short and actually had a fairly decent run from 78 to as low as 70. And then if you started trading as you saw this support here at the value area low, and you said, okay, I'm going to take the next signal, you could have had this long swing up to the value area high from value area low from yesterday is where this provided resistance, and that's often the case. These levels are often either support or resistance. So yesterday's value area low was the high for the day as the market was weak down, and so from yesterday's value area low, this came down to probably another key level that was established days ago. And interestingly, it's no surprise that this point of control here, or this value area low from the 18th, no, actually the 17th, this would be from the previous day. So the value area low from the 17th, which is this day here, actually turned out to be support for today, which is this 27.65 level or so. This is really a great indicator, and it's why it's included in our indicator package. It can be a useful tool in helping you with the Autotrader, also helping you to potentially exit trades manually at these levels. Okay, next is the DAX on a 987 Kanashii tick chart, and this I've reduced the goal to about 1500, I believe, 1550. So this did 1600, had 2 ticks positive slippage, and hit its goal in a single trade in what appears to be not really great action in the DAX here. This looks to be kind of a sideways market. It looks to be choppy, but this was a tradable move, yielding 1600 on 2 contracts. Okay, the DAX on a 150 Kanashii tick chart did 1437 for the day. The goal on this, I believe, is 1500. And so this hit its goal and probably had some slippage. But this did draw down. Here's all the trades on the chart. So we initially drew down about $1,200 or $600 per contract. And what we've allowed in stop loss is $650. So we came very close to being stopped out. And this is a pretty good example of how in trading you could be close to your stop loss if you were manually trading and say, oh, I'm going to save a few ticks and just, exit the trade, and I'm probably going to get stopped out anyway. So this is a case where you came really close to your stop but didn't get stopped out, and then actually recovered, and the Autotrader hit its goal. So very interesting. Okay, the Nasdaq on a 1597 Kanashii chart. We got filled on our limit order here, and this did 1280 for the day on a single trade, and the goal on this one is 1250, so a couple of ticks positive slippage. Loss limit's 1,000 or 500 per contract. Okay, the DAX on a 377 Kanashii tick chart did 1,000 for the day, and this one I had lowered the goal to 1,025, and so this hit its goal in 2 trades here. Okay, next up is the E-mini S&P on a Super Renko 4 tick, and this did 587.50 for the day. It came back nicely with this probably short covering into the close here. Moderately active and a minimal drawdown of about 100 per contract with a couple of losers here. So demonstrating the Autotrader's ability to absorb losses and come back and have a decent day out of it, doing 587.50. The goal on this is only 725. So very reasonable setup on this chart here, and we've seen it the last few days quite a bit. The crude oil contract rolled over to the April contract, and so none of my crude oil charts traded today because I hadn't rolled over the contract. So just a reminder to everyone to roll over your crude oil. Okay, moderately active on the Nasdaq 987 Kanashii chart. It made its first equity high of about $600, more like $800 in the first half hour of trading, and then gave it all back and drew down about 300 or 150 per contract, and then made another equity high of 750 and ended up at 485. Very modest gain on the E-mini S&P regular 5 Renko chart. The equity high here was about $300 and closed at 125. And then finally the E-mini S&P Super Renko 6 tick. This starts trading at 12:30 noon. This had an equity high of about $500 and then gave it all back and caught this rally into the close using our line break logic here, and finished at 237.50. That's all for today's video. Thanks for watching.